Hi everyone, I'm Mr. Rupu Praveen, the creator of YouTube channel called Nursing Eminence Digital Hub for Training Nurses. This Nursing Eminence YouTube channel is going to help our nursing community, especially the trained nurses and the student nurses, to understand their basic concepts in the field of statistics and research. Not only nursing community, even other health and allied sciences streams also can utilize the opportunity provided through this channel, because nowadays there is a lot of demand in the areas of statistics and research. Hereafter I am going to upload weekly 3 videos on every Monday, Wednesday and Saturday before 7 p.m. So try to utilize the opportunity provided by me to develop your basics in the field of statistics and research. So please to subscribe to, and share to your friends and colleagues and for more updates. Thank you and all. A brief information about my academic qualification and achievement. I did bachelor's in nursing in the year 2011 from NRI College of Nursing, Andhra Pradesh. Master's in community health nursing specialty from Manipal College of Nursing, Manipal University in the year 2015. Currently pursuing PhD from Faculty of Nursing as a full-time scholar from Sri Ramchandra Institute of Higher Education and Research Deemed University, Chennai. Along with that, I did certain certificate courses like certificate course on biostatistics and research methodology from MAHE, Manipal Academy of Higher Education, Karnataka. Certificate course on parent palliative nursing, MNJ Regional Oncology Institute, Hyderabad. Certificate course on introduction to systematic review and meta-analysis from Johns Hopkins University. Along with that, I have 6 publications in various national and international journals. Qualified for UGC NET National Eligibility Test 2 times. I can able to perform certain statistical analysis by using softwares like SPSS, EZR and RStudio. Currently doing course on biostatistics in public health from Johns Hopkins. Along with I have around 4.5 years teaching experience, and I attended as a resource person for one national workshop on research methodology as well as international conference as a resource person. This is a brief information about my academic qualification and achievement. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel Nursing Eminence. In this session I am going to discuss about measurement scales. This is the second class of my channel. A special request to all those who didn't see the first class on variables, kindly go back and see the video on variables, because the understanding of the concept of variables, which is going to help you in a better way to gain in-depth understanding about measurement scales. So I am requesting you to kindly go back to my playlist and see the class 1 on variables and come back for this measurement scales. So with the measurement scales we are going to discuss actually what is measurement. Measurement is something I can say when you are talking in the form of numbers. Measurement is the process of assigning numbers to the variables. That's why I said kindly go back and understand the concept of variables. We are providing some kind of number or assigning some number to the variables. That is considered as a measurement. Example, like those who are attended this YouTube channel, or those are seeing this video, or imagine in your respective classrooms, males and females will be there. Suppose we will code males as a, like we will assign a number for the males as a 1 and females as a 2. Nothing for any kind. This is one kind of variable. Here males and females is a categorical kind of nominal variable. So here we are providing one coding as a code. We are coding males as a 1 and females as a 2. So we are for the categorical variable we are trying to make as a measurement by assigning number. That's why measurement is a process of assigning number to the variables. Based upon, for example, measurement scales are considered as a ways to categorize different types of variables. With the help of measurement scales, we are going to categorize different types of variables by following certain rules. By following certain rules, we are going to categorize the variables under the concept of measurement scales. Measurement scales, there are mainly 4 types of measurement scales. One is nominal, ordinal, interval and ratio. So, as I said, there are certain properties. These are the properties. There are mainly 4 properties to categorize and consider which is what type of measurement scales. The first property is identity, and second property is magnitude, and third property is equal intervals, and fourth property is a minimum value of 0. Let us have a brief discussion about these properties of measurement scale. So based upon this property, the scale can be considered as a nominal, ordinal, interval or ratio. So let us have a brief discussion about these things. The first property is identity. Each variable on the scale has unique meaning. So each variable on the scale has unique meaning. These are nothing but the nominal scale. Let us see with some example. See, what is your gender? When I ask a question to you, what is your gender? If I say male, can be coded as a 1 and female can be coded as a 2. Do you have diabetes? If S means 1, no means 2. Here we are assigning certain value. That's why we are considered as a measurement. The first property of measurement scale is identity. So based upon this property, the scale is considered as a nominal scale. Identity is the property of nominal scale. So that's why male, gender, male we are assigning a value of 1 and female we are assigning a value of 2. So nominal scale, it serves for the identity like nominal variable only. Numbers are used to labels to represent the category. So here we are using numbers to represent the category. No order to category. As we discussed in the variable class, I cannot say males are superior than females. So there is no order to the category. Like nominal variable, the nominal scale also is identity purpose only. Same, there won't be much difference. Example, gender, religion, Hindu can be quoted as a 1 and Muslim can be quoted as a 2 and Christian can be quoted as a 3 and others can be quoted as a 4. So this is nominal scale. The property of nominal scale is identity. The second property of measurement scale is magnitude. Here values on scales have ordered relationship to one another. Example, rating scales are considered as ordinal. So ordinal scale, that's where ordinal scales are having the property of identity as well as magnitude. Magnitudes are nothing but values on the scales have an ordered relationship to one another. All kind of rating scales are considered as a ordinal. See, in this example, how do you feel today? When I ask a question of how do you feel today, there is a 5-point rating scale. It starts from very unhappy, unhappy, okay, happy, very happy. So here we are trying to provide an order for the condition of how do you feel today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So all kind of rating scales can be ordered. For example, most commonly we used to use attitude scale like strongly agree, undecided, disagree and strongly disagree. Like that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for the positive aspect or 4, 5, 3, 2, 1 for the negative aspect. So like that we are trying to provide trying to assign certain number to the rating scale. So the ordinal scales are having the property of identity as well as magnitude. Ordinal scales can be placed in a meaningful order, but no information about specific size of interval. For example, when I ask you that what is the difference between very unhappy to unhappy, we cannot quantify. Even unhappy to okay, how much unhappy? Is there any difference between very unhappy to unhappy? So like that, we don't have a specific size interval, no information about specific size of the interval. So just we can rate it as, but there is no such information how much difference between unhappy to okay or okay to happy or very happy to happy. So that's why there is no information about specific size of interval, but only we can be placed in a meaningful order. That's why these are considered as a ordinal scales. Ordinal scales are having the property of identity as well as magnitude. The third property is equal intervals. Equal intervals. Scale units are equal to one another. Equal, that's why equal intervals. These are considered as a interval scales. They are having the property of identity, order as well as equal intervals. The interval scales are having the property of identity, order and equal interval. Nominal scale is having the property of identity, ordinal scales are having the property of identity as well as order, whereas interval scales are having the property of identity, order and equal interval. That's why we are considered as a interval scales. Example Fahrenheit scales to measure the temperature. Here you see Fahrenheit or degree Celsius. The very important point here we have to understand, the interval remain same. The interval remain same. See in this picture, the difference between 50 degrees to 40 degrees is 10, right? The difference between 30 to 40 is 10. Even if you see here, the difference between 90 to 80 degree Fahrenheit is 10 degree of Fahrenheit only. If you see anywhere 0 to 10 also there is a difference of 10. 10 to 20 also there is a difference of 10. That's why in the interval scale, the interval remain same. That's why these are considered as that is the reason these are considered as interval scales. The very important point you have to understand, interval remain same. And the fourth type of scale is nothing but ratio scale. It has the properties of three properties which we discussed earlier, like identity, magnitude and equal intervals. Along with that, an absolute a special feature of the ratio scale is a minimum value of 0. A minimum value of 0 or true 0 point. See, the scale has a true 0 point below which no value exists. Example, height scale and weight scale. If one question is, the height of the person is 0. What it means? The weight of the person is 0. What it means? It means there is no existence of the particular person. If the particular person, the height of the person is 0 or weight of the person is 0, which means there is no, that particular person, he didn't born it or she didn't born it. That's why 0 weight or 0 height means the birth was not happened yet. Okay. And one more thing, if I say the temperature is 0 degrees Celsius, which means what I want to say is temperature is 0 degrees Celsius, which means is there any temperature or there is no temperature? If I say the temperature 0 degrees Celsius, which means the temperature of the particular environment is 0 degrees. It doesn't mean that there is no temperature at all. So that's why the temperature scale is considered as interval scale. So, but somebody will think like 0 degrees Celsius means there is no temperature. 0 degrees Celsius doesn't mean that there is no temperature. The temperature is at 0 degrees Celsius. Even we can see in some cold countries and even Kashmir region, -6, -4 degrees Celsius. So it goes, keep on going to some -10 degrees like that. So that's where the temperature is considered as a interval scale, whereas ratio scale, there is a special feature of a minimum value of 0, which means the scale has to 0 point below which no value exists. For example, the person income is 0, which means he is not earning. Understand? Even one more example, bank balance, 0 bank balance. So most of us think like 0 bank balance means ratio scale. No, bank balance is not a ratio scale, because except the savings, 0 bank or 0 savings account, usually when we want to maintain minimum balance, the bank, what they will do, they used to cut the money, or it will show as a negative balance. So that's why bank balance can be considered as a interval scale only, not the ratio scale. 0 balance doesn't mean that there is no amount. Even some banks may charge, may show as a negative balance also. except some zero savings account. So so far we discussed about what is measurement, what are the properties of measurement scales and types of measurement scales. Measurement is nothing but assigning certain value to the any variable. There are mainly 4 properties: identity, magnitude, equal interval and absolute 0 point. So based upon the property, we are classifying the, like which scale is having the particular property, where we are classifying as a nominal or ordinal or interval or ratio scales. These are about types of measurement scales. Hope you people understood the concept of measurement scales, and a special test for you. You can give your answer in the comment section. Here a task for you: identify the type of variable and which scale it is. Gender, income per month, physical activity is having a 3 categories like a mild, moderate and severe, and systolic blood pressure. This is a task for you. Please respond in the comment section. So next class we are going to discuss about types of data analysis. Thank you so much. Signing out. Bye.